Alright, we are back for another day of capturing footage for what will eventually be a new player guide from an endgame player. Now, I was so sure I would get past Annihilation last time. So very sure. And we got to 399 out of 400. The problem is, we don't have any method right now of killing the one guy who's leaking, because it really just comes down to I don't have enough DPS to spread my forces thinner. It's just, there's certain things that if you're experienced in the game, you know that no amount of efficiency is going to buy you. And that was one of the cases we ran up against. If I had more operators at the same level in investment that I already had, probably I could have done something about it. You know, every account is a little unique with a game like Arknights, and so you do face some specific challenges. But that's kind of why I wanted to be a little bit more restrictive, but still play in a realistic way, which uses pulls and uses whatever I would get. Obviously, no rerolls and some RNG from Gacha. However, I kind of assume that my account will be absolutely in no way stronger than the average new player's experience, and by explaining the logic of my moves, I'm hoping that new players, instead of trying to see what I'm doing and just copy it, they go, oh, that's a good idea. I could have used that here. I didn't think of things that way. And then they're able to push a little deeper and be more efficient with their resources. Or maybe it's just to make them less concerned about spending resources on operators. Because so many people come into AK and they're afraid that if they spend XP on an operator that they don't use long term, that they've just wasted time. And honestly, if you try and save up for specific things, you are wasting way more time than if you're slightly inefficient in certain areas and you learn the game and it makes you better and you really understand things. And then you go deeper and you get that efficiency from later stages and being able to farm, rather than because you waited for some operator that makes things easier down the road. And a lot of the operators the community recommends the most is the cream of the crop. They're not good at E0. They're not good at E1. And so that balance between the bad advice of just build all your 3 stars, which is really bad, but also save everything for these operators because these are the most important ones, and if you don't do it, you're going to regret it. Both of those, I think, are complete cancerous ways to approach this game. So, we will continue our trek, and the philosophy, the conclusion that I came to, is that I probably need 2 tanks, but I don't want my 2 tanks to be Lisgarm and Kuora. And as good as Kuora is for new players, I really want to use Lisgarm instead of Kuora, but that has nothing to do with ranking them as a tank. It has to do with their other abilities. And it's because Lisgarm can act as an SP battery once she hits E1. And at E2, she actually gets some resistance. So it's really about, if I'm thinking about the absolute minimum amount of resources in spending to get the most bang for my buck, I want to use Lisgarm because she'll synergize well with both Arketo and Lapland. And she's tanky enough most of the time. And when it comes to arts, she's tankier than Kuora. And I also have a little bit of an option for her to deal arts damage at E1, which I'm not going to use very often because I really just want her SP talent on other operators. But there are some cases where that could be useful. What I lose is that Kuora gets her skill 2. It doesn't look a lot right now because this is like a low skill level. But you need to understand, defenders have good hit point scaling. And at E1 and skill level 7, this hit point restoration is very powerful. Because she'll get like obscene amounts of defense. She gets an extra block, so she can block 4 units naturally. She'll have well over 1,000 defense when this skill's up normally. And this restore, I think it's like 4% or something at skill level 7. And she has enough hit points to where that could be enough in a lot of scenarios to where even without a healer, she could just tank like early game bosses for sure. She can actually tank some late game bosses too, but you need specialized setups for that, because some of the bosses are designed to not really be tanked, but you can kind of manage with enough finagling in some cases. And that's really getting into like advanced tactics. But the main one is Enfeeble. Enfeeble is way stronger than Sanctuary. I think I explained that yesterday. But I'll do a whole video on Enfeeble versus Sanctuary versus Defense versus Res versus Dodge and actually Hoshi has an incredibly unique ability that a lot of people underestimate, which people call a dodge, but it's not, because anything that would not affect dodge, so true damage, for instance, dodge only works on arts and physical. Hoshi's talent works on true damage. So it's not a dodge. She takes the damage and just ignores it. And that's fundamentally different than any other mechanic in the game. It works on poison fog. I mean, it's ridiculous. Hoshi's talent is way stronger than a lot of people realize. But I don't have her in this account, so I'll do that from my main account when I talk about like what is meta and stuff like that. How close? So I am not far away actually from having her E1. I have to do a little bit of farming up front, I guess, on Lisgarm, which is unfortunate. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to do farming. But I know on 1.7 I'm guaranteed to get 1 to 2 of these. So we'll do one run of 1.7. When in doubt, so a little bit of background. If you go onto Reddit or any of the Facebook groups or anywhere where Arknights fans, maybe Discord, where they conglomerate and talk about stuff, you'll hear this stage mentioned. A lot of that comes down to people farming for pulls, which is very inefficient, because you have to spend a ton of LMD in order to get even like a single pull, let alone 10 pulls. I think 10 pulls requires like, I don't know, it's like 200,000 or 300,000 LMD. It might even be more than that. That won't mean a lot to people that aren't super familiar with this game, but right now in this game my base makes about 10,000 LMD a day. It's obviously not very developed, but I mean, if you're making a Arundum, most Arundum bases have 3 trading posts, and all they do is make materials for Arundum farming. It's just incredibly inefficient. You have to spend sanity farming rocks on this stage in order to convert into it, and you just don't get that much out of it. So most people say don't bother, it's not worth it. I am one of those people. But that's part of the reason why this stage gets farmed so much. But I do want to say that the extra drops on this stage are not super uncommon. You do, even without Arundum farming, need a fair amount of rocks quite often. It's a very commonly used material in building operators. And you even get some XP on that stage, and it's cheap. So if you ever don't want to farm like for LMD or XP because it's pretty inefficient, and you just want to milk your base for the most amount of efficient usage of sanity as possible, if you can't think of something better to farm, you can just farm 1.7. And probably you will never have a lifetime supply of materials from there if you do that, unless it's the only thing you do forever. Some people get a little too obsessed with farming 1.7, and it gets ridiculous, and they're literally just wasting sanity. So we're not going to advocate for that. Can I upgrade my workshop? Oh, I needed the drones. So I need to upgrade the workshop because the workshop is going to give us the ability to manufacture these. Oh, wait, I can already make these. Oh, holy crap. Ooh, 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 ooh. I need to make these. But I also need to be able to build these higher tier upgrade materials because we really need to upgrade our trading post, and that is so that we can get a second operator in here. And oh shoot, I don't want to leave. And we need to upgrade the gold factory so that our gold production keeps up with our trading post, because right now our we are making too much XP for the LMD that we're generating, because even though you need, it's probably about 20% more LMD than XP for just straight leveling, you also require chunks of LMD for promotion. And so, especially early on, that amount adds up. So we actually, we care about raising LMD more than XP, even though I'm running 2 XP factories. That might seem like a waste. It's so that I get both resources. Because if I run 2 gold, I still only have 1 trading post. If I run 2 trading posts, I'll run out of gold unless I'm running 2 gold. So the only way to have both, with only 2 rows, to have both XP and LMD is to have a trading post, 1 gold factory, and 2 XP, which isn't quite the perfect ratio, but it's the best we can do at this point. And we're not going to worry about upgrading the office or reception rooms at this point because it's just not that important. What's way more important is the control center to unlock another floor, to get the workshop to level 2, and to get these 2 buildings to level 2. We're only going to do the power plants when we need the power. It would be useful to do the dorms. However, there is another thing you can do to raise dorm efficiency, which is to apply the furniture to it. You can, does it tell me? So it tells me 750 here. Whatever the base amount of the dorm is, which I think it's, I don't actually know. I don't know if this is the base amount or if this includes the ambience. I think this does not. I think it's 1.6. And I think this here is just from our ambience, right? Whatever the base value of a dorm is, you can get up to the same value from furniture. So at 1.6, I can have furniture that gives me another 1.6 amount of morale per hour, which comes out to 3.2 restored. Right now, we're not even at 2. So we're just under restoring morale at twice the rate that most facilities drain it. And facilities, when they get upgraded, you won't really see it, but yeah, it doesn't even show up here. Facility info? Nope. So it doesn't show up here yet, but when you upgrade these facilities, you will get a morale bonus, meaning it'll drain a tiny bit less morale. Does it tell me here? Oh, here it tells me. Okay, so see how it says morale consumed per hour 1 and then minus 0.15. So at this base level factory, right, we're draining 0.85 morale per hour. And if I upgrade this facility, I believe this goes all the way to 0.25. So it just means that our operators work for longer before they become fatigued and stop producing anything. And then you can also see the productivity here, 1 plus 0.01. This number goes up, not very meaningful from upgrades. And this is from our actual operators in here. And so the goal, the very first goal with every production facility in your base for new players, you should be aiming for averaging 25% efficiency from each slot. And so late game, right? You have these synergies where you'll have one operator and they might only do 15%, but they make the other two do 40 or something like that, right? Your goal early game is to get the total here over 75. You want 75 or more on every single production facility. That's a really good starting place because it doesn't take that much investment to go higher, right? So here we're getting 37 from Mouse and 7% from Amiya in the command center at 37%. So we really only need more operators. Like if I had another slot, I could have another 30%, and then one of these, and we're at 60, 70, 80% I think with operators that I already have if I just get those slots with no other further investment. So it's not especially hard to get your production facilities over 75%, but it is a huge imperative because you want to be getting as much resources as you can passively from the base, because that's less time you have to spend grinding away, repeating stages to get, especially the LMD and the XP farming stages. They require a lot of XP. I think it's 36 sanity for 10,000 LMD at the most efficient stage. So I have 92. I could do 2 runs with a little bit left over. On a good day, maybe 3 runs, right, at higher level, and I'm out of sanity for like half the day. On this account for the whole day because I'm only playing it once a day. But yeah, it's so inefficient. Don't farm it unless it's emergency is not the right word, but unless you feel that there's not a more efficient use of your sanity. So we probably will have to farm it though to level her a little bit again. Like I said, for this account, I'm not playing incredibly optimally. I could be logging in twice a day to maximize my sanity a lot better, but we are still. We're going to. Well, we also have the sanity potion, so if this stuff ends up being too expensive, let's hope this only takes 1 run. Please only take 1 run. We'll get our chip from this stage. Come on, single shot. Watch me get unlucky and have to do this like 3 or 4 times and burn like half of my sanity. But no, we'll get Lisgarm to E1, and then I think we'll be looking really, really good. Chapter 2 has a lot of the farming stages for Tier 2 materials, and Tier 2 materials are not inefficient when it comes to turning them into Tier 3 materials in the base with the workshop. And so if I can make some skill books, then I can raise Arketo and Lapland skills, and they will be our DPS carries. The other ops are much cheaper to raise their skills, and so I don't think I really have to go out of my way to farm for them much at all. I think that as I just push into the stages, the materials they drop already and the off drops should supply me well enough for the 3 and 4 star ops. But we'll see. I'll farm for operators as necessary. Like, I'm definitely going to have to farm to get Mouse to E1. But we are not as good as that would be. We can get away with having slightly under-leveled arts units. And the reason for that is just the way damage is calculated. Arts will always do a certain amount of meaningful damage. There's very few enemies, there's none in the early game, but very few enemies overall who have high enough resistance to where dealing arts damage will mitigate as much as dealing physical to a tanky enemy. Because your damage gets capped at 5% if you cannot defeat the defense of an enemy. And that cap is brutal for physical damage dealers, and that's why levels are more meaningful for them, because the greater you defeat that amount, it's like just pure damage after that, whereas arts always gets reduced by their resistance by a percentage. So we just need some. Yeah, we got it in one shot. We will need LMD, like I said. I knew that would happen. And we need 3 sugars. Actually, can I manufacture these? I can only make 1. Before I do this, we'll try and farm. We'll hope I get lucky on 3 of these. Oof. More watching replays. But yeah, we need the sugars for Liskarm, and then I think I only need to do 1 run for LMD, and then I can E1 Liskarm. Liskarm, once she can battery Lapland, I can start using S2. And that will boost my arts damage a lot. Well, it'll make Lapland kind of into a hybrid unit. It'll allow her to hit more than 1 unit, but kind of inconsistently. We really, really need to invest in skills for operators that have offensive SP, because it's important to reduce the SP cost. So with Arketo, getting her cost from, what's it at right now? I think it's at 5 SP. Down to 4, huge damage buff, without even considering the extra attack she deals from the power strike, from the critical, the red numbers you see. So the raw damage goes up a bit, but her skill uptime, taking 1 less shot to charge that skill, I mean, huge damage increase, just huge. And it also increases how often she's dealing those AoEs. And then Lapland, we haven't used her skill to it all yet in this game, but it is an auto skill, so once it charges, it activates, and it's not especially long, and so it takes a while to charge, and it activates randomly, and that means that you rarely get a very efficient use out of it. So anything you can do to make that skill easier to activate it makes it, like, not a little bit better, like a lot of bit better. The damage is actually way less important in Lapland skill 2 than reducing the SP cost is, because we just want it to trigger as soon as possible so that it's actually hitting the bad guys when we need it to. So that is the goal, and Liskarm will help both of those operators be more efficient in their roles. Another option to improve their efficiency that I don't have at this moment, but would have been a option on the 5-star selector, is Warfarin. Again, I would have to get Warfarin to E1 to get this benefit for her talent, but whenever a enemy within Warfarin dies, she gives a SP to a random operator in her healing range. And that's actually a pretty good talent, especially in these early levels that have a lot of mobs coming at you, like high density of enemies. Because the more things that die, the faster they're feeding those skills to your operators. And the other option, if you don't have operators like Arketo and Lapland, if you have more traditional operators that just have time-based skills like Kuwara's skill here, or Perfumer's skill, Amiya's skill, or at least her skill 1, is Talopsis, who will increase the SP generation of all of your operators by 15% at E1. It gets doubled at E2 to 30%, which is pretty massive. So Talopsis is one of the most popular healers in the game, just for her all-around, all-purpose kind of generalist benefits. So we did not take her because Again, 5 stars are not especially hard to get, and healers you can kind of lag behind to a certain degree, improving early on, because your main issues that you run into generally aren't that you don't have enough healing, it's that you don't have enough DPS. So like if a dangerous enemy is wailing on you and you're dying, if he's not hitting you in like 1 or 2 hits, chances are if you just kill them faster, their damage, they have less time to deal damage to you. And it's the same with like your tank. You use a tank and they have block 3. Well, they can only block 3 so long as a 4th guy doesn't show up, and to prevent that you need damage. So in a lot of cases you can be a little bit behind leveling tanks and healers versus DPS, because DPS will improve your time to kill, how many enemies stack up, how much damage you're actually having to endure from the enemies. Whereas if I improve a tank, most of what I get is just they're tankier. If I improve a healer, most of what I get is that my operators die less. But it doesn't help me necessarily with leaks, unless I'm only leaking because they're killing someone. So there is a bit of a balance there. It's not that you just leave your medics unleveled completely, your tanks unleveled completely. That's not entirely efficient either, because higher levels cost more. So you get more benefit from leveling low-level operators than you do high-level operators. But you also don't get equal benefit from every operator at different points in the game, at different points of squad power and where you are stage-wise. We got... So I think I have to manufacture one of those, right? I needed 3 sugars, I got 2. And we got some off mats and some goodies there. Oh, and I leveled, so I have tons of sanity now. Roger that. Wait. Where's Liskarm? We need... Yeah, one of those. Do I have someone that does skill books? No. Oh, we will worry about that in a bit. 20,000. So I need... Do I get any more from here? 6,000. I probably need to do 2 of these. Oh man, I wish I could get away with just the 1. More farming. We are so close. So close to any one Liskarm. Oh man. I would just push deeper without doing the elite levels, but Elite 1 is such a massive upgrade that kind of as soon as you can do it without... janky is not the right word. As soon as you can do it without having to be an extremely knowledgeable player about the game to even know how to do it at that point, you wanna elite everyone that you're using that's important to you at that point. Like, just do it, don't think about it. The only time you might question if you're eliting an operator or not is at E2. No amount of E1s that you build are likely to set you back long term unless you try to E1 every operator in the game before building your first E2. That would be dumb. But in general, if you change your mind on someone or get a better operator down the road, and the operator you've spent is E1, it might feel like you spent a lot because these early game, like in the early game, like I said, it feels like it takes so long to do stuff. but it really is only the first time. You know, building a E1 max level 4-star takes an endgame player a day maybe, if that. And typically they'll have the resources for that already farmed, because if you have a solid team, more than that, you know, like a solid, you have 10 solid teams. I think I have 120 E2 operators on my main account, something like that. It's just a new operator for the most part is more for fun than something you really need, unless you're doing specific stuff as a content creator or max risk or whatever. Then you might have more specific requirements related to meta stuff. But by and large, once you have a decent core squad, you're just not building operators enough to not have the resources to make someone E1 in a day or less. I leveled up, who was it? I leveled Cutter to E2 max not too long ago with just resources that I had laying around, so... But it does, you know, me not having to farm those stages on that account whenever I have to do it here, like it makes me cringe. It makes me just think of the think of the wasted sanity. Oh God. So I'm not especially concerned with skills are always good. I'm not especially concerned with hers, because I don't really care how long these take to charge up. I just want the talent. The talent, and right now the base stats, which will go up to a lot more in defense and in hit points in particular. I don't really care about attack too much. On operators that I intend to use really is like pure tanks for the most part. She does get kind of an equal distribution from trust though. So with a full trust bonus and maxed out at Elite 1, she'll do not irrelevant damage, but nothing special. And the skills, this skill's a little inconsistent. It's not super important to get the cost down or anything because it's an auto skill. So we're mainly just using her as a defender that we're hoping we don't need to activate a skill for. We will just be pumping levels into her if we need more defense, which we will probably give her these cheap levels right now. And now for where my squad is at. Her attack's actually not bad for where we are. This number won't seem very good once I have like a proper squad, but for right now, that's not bad. And her defense is, I think, the best bar none. Right? Yeah, we're beating Kuora with her now. So, I think that's all we need now for this. I think that I can put Lisgarm. How far does Lapland's skill, her range goes out to here, right? 1, 2. Ugh, I have to go back and look now. Lapland. Yeah, it's 4 squares. Four squares. So can I put Lapland? Well, we kind of want Lapland back here. That's the problem. Because if the enemies come down this way, well, they might not. We might be able to just kill them fast enough up here now. I don't know. Because the issue is the enemy here. We need the enemy here to die. And we had our Keto up here last time. Or actually in either of these spots. It doesn't matter. Actually, she's better here, isn't she? Actually, what became the closest was when she was facing this way. Like that. But we had a really janky setup with our healers. We need to kill the guy in the last wave who stands here. We really need at least a cast. Well, maybe we don't with Lapland using S2 and with the new defense. But if Lapland doesn't hit this square, then her S2 triggering and hitting 2 targets, I really want that to hit this square. We'll be... Oh, man. We'll be a little experimental. I'm going to put Lapland here. And maybe that means I have to put Lisgarm here. Which isn't really optimal. But if Lapland's on skill 2, she'll hit down here and occasionally deal arts damage as well. It just means both operators are going to be sort of... I won't be able to milk... I won't be able to milk Lisgarm's tankiness as much. So I have to make sure that we are good here. Where's Lisgarm? Where's Lisgarm? Why is Lisgarm not in here? We need to put Lisgarm in here. Vanguard's fine. We do need Shaw. I don't think we need Amiya, but we do want trust for her. Is it going to be Cruz? Because I kind of want to keep Lancet too, as well. I guess it's going to be Cruz. Okay. Oh. Alright. Let us see if this works. So we're going to do Fang up here. Lapland has to go here. We're going to try Lisgarm in the front. Perfume. What if I put Perfume here facing down? Down? No, because we need Mouse here and Shaw there. That was our best bet because the guy's going this way. And I'm not going to have any blocker here. The guys, I really can't leak the guys going this way with this strat. That would be absolute catastrophe. Alright, well we're just going to hope we don't regret this. That, I think, is what it all comes down to. Lapland's going to be there. Arketo is going to be there. Alright. And I need... Do I need a healer or do I think we need a healer first, but the question is... Do we do it like that? Do we do it like that? No, I don't think we do. I think... What are our options with... Because we're gonna have... We actually need to deploy Shaw here first so that she doesn't get targeted. Oh, man. Shaw. Ansel. What position gets her healed? Yeah, I think that it's gonna be this way. And then, probably want to do that first too. We need to get Mouse out. Need to get my healers out. What's her attack at now? 501 raw? Hopefully Arketo carries us here and we don't leak anything, but I think we'll be fine. And here's what I was talking about with Lapland's auto making things occasionally challenging. Actually, I might be better off like that. And then putting... Oh, I think I am. And then I can put Ansel here going this way. And then Lava. I think that's superior. Because the main thing that's going to take damage is Mouse up here. And hopefully our trust bonus. There were a few times that would get a bit shaky with Ansel on her, but I think Ansel was also healing multiple targets. And that's probably not going to be an issue for her, because she'll any other people taking damage, she'll heal no problem. So I think we're cool doing it this way. And then what I want to do is, hopefully we don't leak before then. We'll get Lava down here facing down, or actually maybe facing right. It'll make the bottom weaker because I won't have arts damage down here all the time. But when her skill procs, which hopefully will get to proc a lot with Liskarm, then she'll deal arts damage to any units that might be armored down here. But I think our armored unit comes this way. I think we get one armored unit in the last wave right down the middle. I think all the guys that come this way are like these guys and weak against physical. So, Liskarm last here. Lava maybe also facing this way. Oh, I don't know if I can get away with that because of the drones, though. And that's... Liskarm will also hit this square, so we'll do Lava facing down. That's fine. Still do Lava facing down. And then all of these guys that do range damage, once we put Liskarm down, they'll start batterying her. And I think that'll be our big brain strat. I feel confident. If I was 20%, we reduced it down to 18% sure that I could do this with a mostly E0 squad last time. Ooh, get all of them. Oh man, now I'm getting stressed. No! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! We need DP faster. Oh my gosh, that's tragic. That is unacceptable. Or maybe I just need to deploy him later. But then he'll get destroyed. Ugh. This run has already failed. Oh, so frustrating. We were what, like within 3 DP of not leaking? So do I need to put... I'm gonna get... See, the problem is now... Okay, that's not filled up. So we'll get most of our sanity refunded. We need Fang to have at least one more. I can't believe that, man. That is so annoying. We're so close. So close to optimized. Fang! Where are you, Fang? You have failed me for the last time, Fang. And I need more sugar. Of course I need more sugar. Of course I need more sugar! Oh, man. Alright, Fang. Don't disappoint me. Give me my RNG sugar. And then I'll build a skill book in the workshop. And that will reduce the SP cost by 1. Which will actually... Actually, that'll give me a lot more DP. It'll be respectable increase for something like Annihilation. It'll reduce 1 second for each of these skill activations. And so, when we are operating on the very limit of what is possible with this account, every second counts. Oh, man. I will say, though, with the Annihilation, it helps to clear the stage in terms of sanity per Arundum efficiency, but it's not the biggest deal ever. It's just inconvenient because you have to continuously replay the stage. And you're going to probably want to do it manually most of the time until you get a perfect clear. And Annihilations take a while. But they are... I do actually think most of the Annihilations, at least, are fun to figure out. They just were not... They were inconvenient to have to grind through for a long time until we got the skip tickets. Because you just had to sit there, you know, put on a TV show or something, and grind through the Annihilations in the background at, 15 minutes a pop. On a replay, it's 2x speed, so it'd be like 7.5 minutes. So you spend like half an hour just doing Annihilations, mostly AFK, just like hitting the repeat button each time while the replay was going. So we got our sugar. We'll get freaking Fang up to our next skill level. Holy cow. We need to make the skill book. It's so frustrating for just that one leak. Every time. Oh, man. Alright. What can possibly stop us this time? Can I feel the power of Fang's faster TP generation? I feel like I can. I feel like that extra second each cycle is noticeable. I feel like we're cooking pretty good now. Maybe I should put lava out before perfumer. Come on, Fang. give us DP. So we're not really taking a lot of damage here. Not yet. And it's the wolves. Those freaking wolves! Oh, these guys deal damage, though. Maybe that... Please tell me I didn't just ruin this. Come on, Lapland! Kill them! Kill them quickly! Oh, I think we're good. We got our robot here, holding it down. It might take a long time. Oh, yeah. And now we'll get some passive regen from Perfumer. See, the issue is we need Liskarm to be the last, so that the units hit Liskarm for the SP regen. And that means we need... Oh, we had her down before when the wolves got past, though. But we still have time. We put one more skill into Fang. What more do we need? That's all we need, right? That's all we need. Come on, Fang. It's coming down to seconds. We shall complete this. What's our attack with skill up? 852. Arts damage is okay against these guys, but nothing special. They all have some res. Yeah, that's right. Come on, Fang. Come on, Fang. Give us... Why did that not go? Oh my gosh, that was so close. What bullshit. Whatever. This'll last at least. We need Liskarm. But I at least can just leave her here for a bit until we have the until I can retreat her. Which actually I think I can do now. I think at 15 she refunds half. But I want to make absolute sure we have enough. Alright. Boom. And now they're going to start targeting her. And so she'll charge hitting these guys. Well, one of these two will charge every time they hit her. And now we are cooking. If this doesn't work, the only other thing I can think of is to give Shaw more levels just to improve their attack, because I think we're still at risk of leaking at the end this way. And I don't know what I can do about that. I can get Shaw to E1 and use skill 2, you know, or I can use a block 2 unit here. But I don't have a lot of options for that. Fang is not strong enough to hurt the armored guys that come out of here. So Vigna would be, but Vigna's block 1 as well. Melantha's block 1. I don't have a lot of options. I mean, honestly, Lapland would have been a good unit to have up here if I had someone better to put down here. If I had, like, a mountain or a Spectre Blaze or something. They would have to be E1, though, to even be worth it. So if we leak down here, Arquetto still needs more damage. If we leak up here, I need to E1 Mouse and improve Shaw. I think that's really what it comes down to. Because again, enough damage here will prevent any guys from being able to just run through here. And I don't have the damage in this area enough to only have, like, Lapland solo it, for example, or even Liskarm. Liskarm theoretically should be able to solo this here if everyone was, like, properly built. Skill level 7, E1, level 50-ish, max trust. I would think that Liskarm here alone would be enough, and the DPS with skill level 7 and, you know, levels and trust, I think they would kill enemies fast enough to where they wouldn't build up on Liskarm. We wouldn't be getting any of her talent benefit in a position like that, but we wouldn't need it. She would just be doing the same thing as Kuora at that point. But again, we're trying to avoid having to build Kuora because we have to, absolutely have to build Gummy. We don't have a choice. Unless we get Saria or Neural, we are forced to build a Gummy. It is not optional. I don't know if I need that, but just be careful. Yes. When they're all stacked up on Liskarm and just beating her up, it charges Lapland's skill so quickly. I just don't like that Lapland has to get beat up from the enemies at the bottom. I really wish that the guy that goes this way, I mean, it doesn't make sense. I wish he stood here, though. Because if I could have them back on these two squares so that she was by default tanking everything, that would be so much better. Oh, Jesus Christ. I wasn't looking at Mouse's health. This is actually really bad. Hopefully Kuora can just tank long enough for Mouse to come back. I can't have Fang cannot handle this guy. There's no way. Oh, Jesus. This is bad. This is... God freaking dang it! Oh my gosh! Why? Why can't I catch a break? I swear, this is gonna drive me insane. I don't have the resources for this. I don't want to farm for the resources for this. Oh, God. That does not give us much. Well, these I can produce. And I can't do anything about that without elite level. How much attack is that? A bit more. Oh, gosh. What options do I have? I literally have no other options. I have to use mouse. Or I have to give up the SP from Liskarm and put her up there and use her skill 2. That's not really optimal either. The only other thing I can do is make sure that I don't lose sight of Perfumer. I can put a few levels in there, and we can craft books to make this. This is really like my last chance without having to resort to just farming. Because I'm going to end up maxing out the... I'm going to end up maxing out our Arundum on this. And then it's just a waste to continue to farm away on it just for this. Alright, we're literally at do or die now. I'm so upset. I'm so upset with how that went down. Man. Let me check skills. Let me see if quickly skills. That's not really where we're failing though. Not what I wanted. Okay. Oh, we did that one. I want like the best shot we can have. Lava wasn't really the issue, but you know what, lava? Here you go. Also not the issue. Don't have the stuff. We can do this. That's what am I doing? Also, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted workshop. Come on. He was also not the issue. But we're still going to give him another skill. We're using her. Ooh. We can give her, I think we have the materials for this. Oh, come on! We're gonna farm for that. We are going to farm for that. There's no way. Because this'll enhance her enfeeble. Like, a lot. that means she takes less damage. That means healing pressure is lower, and if I am not looking at her for a few seconds, I don't have to be on top of perfume or skill that much. What's Arketo's attack at now? 371. We're getting there. We're cooking. She's at 408. Back down 295. I don't use her that much. Oh, we didn't get it. Oh, come on. I don't even need the tier 2 version. I'll take the tier 1 version. I like that Gitano now, like, doesn't even do anything. Like, W's gone by the time she pops in. Hey! Alright. We got the material we need. I can even pump some levels into someone. Maybe we will level up Shaw. We are going to take Shaw to E1. We're just not going to take her beyond that. Mouse. We need 3 of these.
Products received.
All right. For the last time, what can possibly go wrong? Oh my god. Oh my god. I should feel confident, but I don't. Why don't I feel confident? What miscalculation could I have possibly made? It seems inconceivable.
みんな私に続け。
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
みんな私に続け。
弦の振動を感じて。
貫く。
みんな一緒に遊ぼう。弦の振動を感じて。
みんな私に続け。
弦の振動を感じて。
貫く。
おバカさんたち、弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。
貫く。
There's a logic behind that madness.
弦には3つの
I
選
know
択
that
が、
that
敵には3種
I
の
was
苦難
deploying
があります。
lava earlier, but I already know I'm gonna undeploy her. That's just literally my insurance policy. And I know that our robot here has
弓
enough
を引いて
for now
狙いを定めて。
until we get our healers out.
みんな私に
So
続け。
I'm just less concerned with getting lava out early on because the enemies that come are pretty weak. There's just a lot of them.
貫く。
こちらに火が来ます。皆さん準備してください。福音が指先に集まる。
みんな私に続け。
治療の準備を。
We are cooking.
弦には3つの選択
So now
が、
I just need the
敵には
lava,
3種の苦難があります。
then lava, and then undeploy and deploy Liskarm when I have the DP for that.
消火器噴射します。
みんな私に続け。
敵が来ます。皆さん戦闘の準備をしてください。
Also mean hopefully that the casters that come out towards the end, hopefully they target Lava, who has a bit of res and will be in both healers' healing range. That's the hope. Well, no, they should target Liskarm actually.
弦の振動を感じて。
みんな私に続け。
福音が指先に集まる。
Okay, so now these shouldn't be an issue. I only need to kill one of them
貫く。
for me to have enough block.
そうだ。
消防器。
みんな私に続け。
And we'll keep an eye on Mouse. She was definitely... She needed more babysitting than down here. But we need... That should be enough, but we want one more cycle. And then we'll swap our defenders.
弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難が。
みんな私に続け。
視界良好。弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。
みんな私に続け。
ムースだって
And Shaw is doing a bit more
貫
damage,
く。
which is nice. That doesn't help against the more armored dudes, but
ムースだって戦えます。
みんな私に続け。
we'll take what we can get.
作戦準備をお願いします。
注射薬の用意は整いました。
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
貫く。
福音が指先に集まる。亡霊だってお前を救えない。
At the end of a wave, so burn our cooldowns is fine. It was around that time. Was it that wave or was it right after that Mouse went down? I definitely feel like the skill upgrade, that'll make the difference. I don't think she's gonna run into any health issues now. But I am paranoid. So paranoid. Does this say SP cost? I can't see it. I think it's 28 or 27 right now. It gets down, I believe it gets down to 24. It's skill level 7. That's what we want. Skill level 7. But we are not really too close to being able to farm that efficiently. Feeling pretty confident this time. I am hopeful. I'm hopeful that we finally have the minimum optimization. As soon as one of these, well, I guess anyone hits Liskarm skill. So this, I think, is where Mouse died. I remember seeing these guys have some health not issues, but I was looking at the healer here, and she went down. I didn't need anything. Mouse was fine. I was right. As soon as she gets that skill, her debuff on them just completely neuters their damage. Look at that. Destroyed. What a scrub. I might have to put some levels on our robot here too. Oh, snap! Mouse, I thought you were covered. I'm worried. I'm really worried. I'm worried. Oh, it's because these guys. Oh, no. We might. Okay, we're okay. Where do I look? Where do I look? Top or bottom? Please tell me that that skill's not going to be on cooldown when I need it. Ermagerd.
クイーンが指先に集まる。
貫く。
Holy crap. Holy crap. Are we gonna make it? Skills charge. Charge quickly. Are we finally gonna make it? I think Lapland can silence Crown Slayer. I think we can just gank her straight up.
早く亡霊だってお前を救えない。
No, she made it through too quickly.
弦の
But who
振動を
cares?
感じて
We are decimating.
琉球箱クリア。
問題ない。こういう香りは好き？
Oh, that's not good.
題名よ、轟け。お弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。ご命令を。了解しました。
Holy cow. We did it.
こんな大規模な火災
We
は業界の
finally
皆さん
did
の
it.
努力なしでは
All
消
for
化できなかった
like
と思います。
15 Arundum. Oh, in a way, that's such a waste. But we did it. Oh my goodness. We did it
おかえり
with
ドクター。
a, I would say, pretty seriously underleveled squad. Maybe not if we had more trust built up. But, yeah, man. We need to get Mouse to E1. That is what we need now. I think we need that more than we need levels on Shaw. I also think we need that more than we need Fang at the next elite level. Because that's going to make her more expensive, which is actually a big ask right now. Yeah, I can make this more efficient, but her going up to 10, that is going to set us back quite a lot. I think we want to keep Fang cheap for now, since we have to deploy her in general before anyone else. And hopefully just her defense of her, hopefully her trust gains are enough to keep her relevant in the meanwhile. And also potentials. If we get all of her potentials, that helps mitigate the cost. That'll take days, though. I mean, it'll probably be 2 weeks before she's max potential, at least. So, I don't think we'll take 2 weeks to have a full E1 squad, regardless of the additional DP cost. But we definitely need Mouse. She's carrying us pretty hard right now with a combination of the debuff and arts damage, and even though she can only block 1, a lot of times that's enough. Especially when you're still reliant on tanks, and actually Mouse synergizes well with Liskarm as well. So we got a lot of options. We need more levels on Lapland. Lapland is getting beat up pretty hard, and her defense is not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Her hit points scale pretty well, especially as our healers go up as well. The combination of defense and more healing, and Lapland dealing more damage, and this skill taking 24 instead of 28. We get a reduction of 1 per skill level at this point. I think between all of that, we will have a much more comfortable time. Cruise. We just need potentials. We need to hit this potential 3 and potential 4 for cruise to get the enhancement here. And it doesn't tell us. It doesn't tell us. I think her talent upgrade just brings us up to 160. I think we actually have to get her to level 55 for this to go to 20%. And so that's a huge upgrade as well. I might not put too much resources into Cruz until I can get her to 55 comfortably. I might just have her be a bit underleveled and focus on everyone else, because giving her more stats is not gonna do that much with this skill. Well, that's not bad actually. This goes up to what, 140, I think, at level 7. Maybe that's not so bad. But yeah, I guess the rest of our XP for today is going to be farming these. That doesn't sound great. But we have the money though already. Let me see. How many of these do we have? We have 3. So I can convert 3 to 2 on chips. I need at least one of these, but I think I want to keep some of these too, because we are definitely going to raise Jay. He's just not a priority. And that's literally all of our sanity. I look forward to having this fail when I upgrade Plume and Fang. This will immediately fail if I E1 my operators. That's, oh my gosh, so much tragedy. The secret is to not E1 any of these operators, these first 3. Then I'm good as gold. I probably don't need to even like spam as much of these guys down here now. I probably just have the damage. Look at level 1 J. What are his stats at level 1? Not great. These guys just get shoved. It's great. These guys have some armor. They have less. These guys have some armor, though. They don't have res. Mouse is shredding him. But Jay's struggling. These guys appear to have at least a little bit of armor as well.
どうするかな。
500. So they appear to have probably 200 armor. Boo. So I have to convert 3 to 2. And that should be enough to get me mouse on those mats. I have to farm. What else do I have to farm, though? One of each of these. Oh, I can't make those. Can I... Do I have the 60... So close. So close.
Received.
We need this. We need 2 more drones.
Cancelled.
おかえり。
Time to burn.
報道予備隊 A6 カ
Boo.
タパルト着任です。
That's not gonna help
さて
me.
さて、あんたはあの僕年
Maybe we'll get an Ansel. That doesn't actually get us an AoE healer. We can go for Ansel, or we can go for Cruise. Or we can go for a 50-50. Not helpful. Also not helpful. I need my recruitments to finish. I need I need 2 more drones. Alright, we can burn.
ドクター。
Do I want to burn my sanity pots farming these 2 materials? Hope that it gets me the drones, E1 her, or I can just save that for later. I think what we will do is save the sanity for later, because I know I'll get... Well... How long do these take? Oh, it just tells me to fill up the whole thing, how long it takes. Oh, man. I don't want to come back later to do this. I just want this to be done. We need 1 more. 1 more. It's,
おかえり。
oh, well, let's see what tier 3 mats I have. Maybe I can craft. I can't craft either. Guaranteed. Why is that so expensive? That's ridiculous. That's not worth 12 sanity.
おかえり、ドクター。
Uncommon. What else drops here? How much does it cost? 9. We're at 6. can go into these? Oh, I can unlock them. Ooh. I'll have to think about which one of these is the most valuable. Probably Stultifera, but I do not have... Well, no, I don't know if this has record restore yet. Does that show up somewhere? I can't see. On this side, we'll just do them in order. This event is by far the easiest one. And so this is something I'll be able to do with a relatively low-level party. Dark Knight's Memoir is kind of hard towards the end. We are probably best just unlocking these to use these for now. And... do I have it yet? Nope. Come on. That makes sense. Ugh. I need one more drone. What can I do? Oh, I have 2 of these. Alright, we're just gonna farm. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Hopefully we get this on the first try.
Minna, くれぐれも安全にね。
各自
みんな、敵が来ますよ。
手はず通りに。
おバカさんたち。
みんな私に続け。
わかりました。治療の準備を。
ズラガテラーナの栄光を背負って戦います。
ここからはウースの戦いです。
邪魔しないで。
Wizardell comes out soon.
みんな
That'll give me a free 10 pull on this account. That'll be nice. I really don't care what I get. I'm happy with 4 stars right now. I don't even think a 6 star would be all that useful.
裏もこの声は泣いている。
We want a Myrtle. We want a Vigna. And we want to be high enough level as well to where building them is easy. I don't want it to be as painful as it is right now to do these E1s.
邪魔しないで。みんな私に続け。
I guess for a properly new player, these E1s are probably a bit more exciting than they are for me. Like, I know what I get, and it's good. But, it just feels like the bare minimum to me. Which isn't, because obviously you start the game at E0 and have to climb the ladder from nothing. So we did get the material we needed, which is nice. Will I do a twofer on that? I am not so sure I will be so fortunate, but we can take either of these materials. I'm just gonna watch my Amia die so many times. I could fix that, but it's fine.
主の祝福があらんこと。
みんな私に続け。
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
Does she even get hit by a bomb, or does she just get hit with normal attacks? I don't even think
貫く
I don't even think she blows up.
ガースの戦いです
Let's
福
see.
音が指先に集まる
Amia gets played at some point.
了解しましたこの程度のスピードで
She does get
私
blown
に
up.
勝てるとでも
貫く
大き弦の振動を感じて目標地点に到着しました弦の振動を感じてあなたのほらしっかり
Yeah. Your attack gets drained pretty good now.
福音が指先に集まる一歩も引かないよ
邪魔しないで
Mission accomplished.
あのテアイラはすでに墓標のもとへ送ったと
That's not what I was expecting. Now, I have way too much sanity.
お
But
かえりドクター
it does mean I can farm, I don't have to convert these anymore. I have way too much sanity now, so we gotta burn some of it. But let's hope I get lucky and get 2 for 2 on guard. Chips?
諸君君らの顔なんて覚えてられないけどまあ行こうか貫く
弦の振動を感じて
結構いるな
弦には3つの選択が敵には3種の苦難があります怯えたりしませんから
いや
君たちが敵手加減なしで頼むよ僕に退屈させないで
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ
私たちにお任せください
消防規則にのっとり違反行為として処罰する僕と遊ぼう
みんな私に続け
どいたどいた弦には3つの選択が敵には3種の苦難があります
諸君君らの顔なんて覚えてられないけどまあ行こうかみんな私に続け
福音が指先に集まる
君たちが敵手加減なしで頼むよ僕に退屈させないで
弦には3つの選択が敵には3種の苦難があります怯えたりしませんから
君たちが敵手加減なしで頼むよ僕に退屈させないで
福音が指先に集まる了解
oh, she does have an attack bonus on that.
了解
I'm surprised I'm getting red numbers with just that.
ここを死守します
Normally you have to do 40% above to get red numbers. 40% above your attack value.
やってみましょう
Why is Shaw getting red numbers?
弦には3つの選択が敵には3種の苦難がありますはい
Mission
消化は完了しました。いつでも撤収できます。
Boo. We are gonna convert chips. I keep getting specialists. Too many of them now. Almost have a 10 pull. That'll be helpful too.
Products resources received. Upgrading. Infrastructure complete.
まだ服に薬草の匂いが残ってる気がします。
Products received.
Hey, and I got a byproduct, so we didn't even lose efficiency. Sweet. Man, my dorms are so slow. I need furniture.
おかえり、ドクター。
We'll get to that eventually.
商船。
That's probably worth farming for. This we're not going to use. Skill 1 all the way. What do I have any cheap levels? Ooh, that's a good amount. We're not actually going to take her that high.
こ
We'll
のご
do.
恩は絶対に忘れません。ふむふむ、こちらがロドスのオペレーターの戦い方ですね。様になっています。
Oh, come on.
How 私が迷惑になっていなければいいのですが。
How much money do I have? A bit. We want to avoid leveling them. We will eventually get Shah. We do need to get Amiya. We don't need to get Korra unless we get desperate. J eventually. And we might do Lancet too. Yato and Noir Corn aren't high priority, but we'll probably do them as well eventually. But we might want potentials for them. That's kind of a luxury too right now. So we will just push probably deeper into the story. We don't need that. Go back to Plume.
準備を。
I think that's fine. We'll keep Shaw
召
for
喚が
now.
指揮します。
行ってくる。援護よろしくな。
こちらに火が来ます。皆さん準備してください。
I believe it stays on the inside, right?
各自、はい。
偵察完了。敵の位置を報告します。
貫く。
I
れが戦場。いたといた。
Oh, Jesus Christ.
貫く。
Holy shit. So, Shaw can come out later.
順序よく撤退。
Oh my gosh, the
戦いできた私
rush.
と一緒に敵の足止めを
They come so quickly.
味方のみんなを守って。
So,
私たちにお任せください。奴らの魂が見えるぜ。すぐ私に刈り取られる運命だけどな。貫く。
これが戦場というものね。
みんな、私に続け。
消火器噴射します。ええ。主の祝福が。
ほら頑張れ。もうちょっとで僕に勝てるかもしれないよ。来いよ。
I don't like that.
弦の振動を感じて。
かしこまりこの槍に全てをかけて我が信念を貫く。貫く。備えは万全です。
しか弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。わかりました。弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。
君にできるかな。
弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。
来いよ。何でしょうか。
福音が指先に集まる。はい、この声は泣いている。
抗ってみない。亡霊だってお前を救えないさ。
福音が指先に集まる。
That's right. Get wrecked. What's left? Oh, this guy. I wish these drones flew more like that
弦
and
には
not
3
like...
つの選択が、
That's an
敵
annoying
には
path.
3種の苦難。はい、私が参戦したからには当然の結果です。これでもう誰もランデン修道院がラテラーノの飾り物だなんて思いませんよね。
Challenge modes. I'm not too concerned with that unless it's for like a mission or something.
おかえり
They have...
ドクター。
Holy cow. Get some furniture parts. What's this stage? PRC1. Is that this? No. That's close to a possibility. We don't need that yet. CA. CE. LS. It's one of these. Vanguards and supporters. Oh. Yeah, we don't need this yet. We don't have either of those. Unfortunate. So I just got a minor windfall. Don't have the XP to get her to 50 though. probably still gonna be what we do.
なるほど。本当に役に立つ知識ばかりで
Yeah,
す。
just XP.
ドクター、
We got some gold.
ご指導いただきあり
It
がとう
is
ございます。
tempting to maybe E1 these two. I just feel like that's gonna immediately break all of our other stuff. I'll hold off on it and see if I regret it. That's not what I wanted. Not looking forward to E1ing them. Oh, we unlocked this. I need pretty much a reasonably optimized E1 squad for this. So... trying to remember even what enemies show up here. It's all so foggy. Oh, this is not a normal one. So this one gives us increased reward limit. So we really do need to do this, but it's kind of silly to do it right now while we already maxed this out. But if I can complete this next week, that would be epic. Week 2, Annihilation 2. That would be incredible pace without spending any arundum or money on stuff. We will see if we can push that limit. In the meanwhile, I still need to spend sanity. I don't think I can spend it all that efficiently. It's probably... I don't want to farm. I don't want to farm XP because my base is overproducing it. 2 E1. I will be disciplined. This stage is annoying. Do I even... I mean, I basically get a free shot at that. How much range do I have? 1, 2... Pseudo 3, 4... Kinda high cost. Man. This is really sketchy. Hopefully that's enough ranged. Oh man, this level. This level is unironically annoying.
どんな戦いになるかしらね。獲物を見つけました。弦の振動を感じて。
ここを死守します。貫く。
弦の振動を感じて。戦っているとどうしてみんな仲良くできないのかな。ここにいたのね。
悪くない位置取りだね。
近い。ここだよ。貫く。怖く くはないわ。敵が来ます。皆さん戦闘の準備をしてください。了解しました。
みんな私に続け。
現には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。
みんな私に続け。
ここにいたのね。
貫く。
I can't hit this thing. This thing's eventually gonna come in like this. I might have to
みん
retreat
な
someone
私に続け。
and deploy lava. And I'm definitely gonna have to
何
activate
でしょ
her
うか。
skill.
この槍に全てをかけて我が信念を貫く。
いや確かに。
みんな私に続け。
はい、私が怖いですか。消火器噴射します。
Mission accomplished.
占いの結果が出たぞ。完全勝利だ。
We did it. There's no red boxes here. I don't know if this is going to be drones or pre-spawned units. 2 lanes. I think we'll be okay. We can... I got an idea. I think I have an idea. Cruise mouse.
はい、精一杯頑張ります。
Cora's gonna be cruise.
集合場所ってどこ？
味方のみんなを守って。私たちにお任せください。皆さん警戒してください。
獲物を見つけました。弓を引いて狙いを定めて
貫く。承知しております。
福音が指先に集まる。怖くはないわ。福音が指先に集まる。
貫く。
警戒手弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
持ちこたえてください。
弦の振動を。
みんな私に続け。
了解しました。
準備完了。悪くない位置取りだね。
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。戦ってる。弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。
I just realized
弓を引いて
that Liskarm's not giving me SP here. I was thinking of like maximizing the DPS on this tile and getting this extra piece of range, but anyone attacking her isn't feeding her SP now. It's not a big deal. I can do that though, and have her feed Mouse at least.
ゲンには3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。
Mission accomplished.
クリア。全ターゲットを鎮圧。
Hey, furniture. Oh, it's the same thing, but now with this open. Oh, we're basically going to do the same strat.
行ってくる。援護よろしくな。君たちが敵？手加減なしで頼むよ。僕に退屈させないで。
福音が指先に集まる。
貫く。
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
みんな、私に続け。
怖くはないわ。弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
警戒態勢を維持します。みんな、私に続け。備えは万全です。悪くない位置取りだね。
福音が指先に集まる。
治療の準備を。
了解しました。福音が指先に集まる。
I might not need anyone to cover this tile in advance. This is probably fine.
弦の振動を感じて。
さあ、あと少し。
You know, I'm gonna do it anyways. Crews might die. We'll see.
ここにいた。落ち着いて。ゆっくりでいいよ。弦の振動をこの声は。
あなたのお薬です。受け取ってください。
弦には3つの選択が。
ほら、頑張れ。もうちょっとで僕に勝てるかもしれないよ。
They got Amiya.
Accomplished.
よかったわね、ドクター君。
White Dynamo. Ugh. I don't like this. The only... I'm really forced to have realistically 3 lanes at a minimum. But I need someone who can pretty much solo stuff here for that. From the east and west. Aerial attacks. Surprise aerial attacks. I might fail this because I don't really know what they're gonna throw at me.
みんな
My confidence
リラックスしてていい
is
から
not
ね。
especially high.
を見つけました。弦の振動を感じて。
That was a little
みん
close.
な私に続け。
God damn it.
弓を引いて
Jesus Christ, the damage!
放つ。引いてるよ。弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。
奴らの魂が見えるぜ。すぐ私に借り取られ
Hopefully
る
these
運命
aren't
だと。
ranged units.
警戒態勢を
弓を引いて
Fuck, they're
狙いを
casters.
定めて放つ。弦の振動を感じて。こういう香りは好き？治療の準備を。他にもいたといた。弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
Mission accomplished.
Well,
消化を完了しました。いつでも
we
撤収
still
できます。
ended up beating that. They really were deceptive with the pathing that they had on that. Like, they had... This is a little annoying. They had this route here that literally never got used. Every enemy went this way and this way. So these routes were just completely deceptive. So I had to deploy units reactive. I had to see where they were coming before I even chose to deploy anyone, which stalls when I get that infusion of DP, which meant like Fang just died because they dealt so much damage I couldn't even get a unit out. Skull Shatter. Oof. Can I do this yet? I can't even see your stats. Actually, spoiler, his stats. But it will be her stats. Skull Shatter, the only trans character in the game, in a way. I don't know if I can... The stage is not hard, but there's specific challenges to it, and my concern is actually DP. Liskarm would do great here. Would Lapland, though, be enough here? Maybe. Ansel facing this way. We will give it the old college try.
Shokun, 君らの顔なんて覚えてられないけど。まあ、行こうか。皆さん、警戒してください。
主の祝福があらんこと。現には3つの選択が。
みんな、私に続け。
怖くはないわ。現には3つの選択が。 敵には3種の苦難があります。
貫く。治療の準備を。
弦の振動を感じて。わかりました。
貫く。警戒態勢を維持します。
弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。いや、確かに。
一発で仕留めます。
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
準備完了。
福音が指先に集まる。
承知しております。
ドクター、この声は。
クリア。
弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。
ほら頑張れ。
落ち着いて。怯えたりしませんから。準備できました。準備。弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
来いよ。何を待ってる。
So we had to do some expendable deploys there. That was a little hairy. We're skipping story. We got an Amia
ま
pod.
た会えて嬉しいです。はい、私が参
We
戦した
need
から
6 of
には
them
当
for
然の
Amia
結
to
果です。
actually be
これ
good.
でも誰も
Pot 6 Amia plus E2.
思いませんよね。
And we got to episode 3. Barely E1.
おかえり、ドクター。
We are cooking hard. Oh, and we got those skill books.
Products received.
Ooh, friend exchange. Considering we have like one friend, that's a big deal. So, what I can do to get more friends is I can... We'll build one of these.
ここが召喚の居宅ですね。
Products received. Products received.
Man, progress on those is so slow. We did get we got a dorm decoration though, right? Recent. Hell yeah. This thing is totally not significant, but let's see what it gives us. 0.34 versus 0.3. So, not nothing. We'll throw the rest of our drones in there. Is there... what else can be upgraded for... That
Cancelled.
requires tier 2, tier 2.
Cancelled.
I think everything, it's the dorms. I can do a dorm, but we're not going to do dorms just yet because it makes more sense. I don't want to have to do the power plants before necessary. We want to get our furniture up on the dorms before we even think about upgrading them. And we want these two facilities, but we need the tier 2s for that. So the tier 1s are going to be the bottom floor when we get it. And we need, what is it, 3? 3 tier 2s.
Cancelled.
おかえりドクター。
Hit points. I was hoping that'd be DP cost. Her trust bonus isn't bad, though. I will get these probably without trying, eventually. Or out of here. I'm not gonna worry. What's our current bonus at? 40, 35. Yeah, that's not a huge upgrade. It really... This doesn't really become meaningful until Elite 1 and higher levels. But this dropping down to a lower cost, that'll help. 40 seems high for that. I think normally it's like 35. Do we have her last level? That we'll get.
本当に役に立
What
つ
do
知
we
識ば
need
かり
for
です。
Elite?
ドクター、ご指導いただきあり
We
がとうござい
have
ます。
the common. We don't get it. 3-4 common, uncommon. So let's see if we can get to a efficient device farming stage, or more efficient device farming stage. 3-3 and 3-4. 3-3 and 3-4 get us her at Elite 1. We are gonna cook that up. We're definitely gonna cook that up. I think we can get there. This stage is pretty easy. Why do I have Shaw again? Is Shaw really my best option? Maybe.
召喚が指揮します。
Because I don't have gravel, I guess. How do I not have gravel? I thought gravel was mandatory. Maybe
私
I'm
たちにお
wrong.
任せください。君たちが敵？手加減なしで頼むよ。僕に退屈させないで。
I like these grass tufts. They make my
主の
life
祝福
easy.
があらんことを。
みんな、私に続け。
現には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。
持ちこたえてください。みんな、私に続け。
消防規則にのっとり違反行為として処罰する。
準備完了。
Really?
はい。
警戒態勢を維持します。
怖くはないわ。現には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦。
みんな、私に続け。
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。怯えたりしませんか。ここにいたのね。ここだ。
抗ってみなよ。
Inez probably just totally destroys this map.
ここにいたのね。
Well, in E1 at least. Or maybe she needs E2 for invisible units.
はい、皆さんが私のことを信じてくれてますから。
クリア。
Mission accomplished.
はい、私が参戦したからには当然の結果です。これでもう誰もランデン修道院がラテラーノの飾り物だなんて思いませんよね。
So really it's 2 lanes. But if we put Lapland here, she will cover that. But we might put Liskarm here, and Lapland won't cover that then. Ugh. Boo, we're not going to get good synergy there. Well, If we have Arketo or Cruz here, we'd get charging that way. But we want to use these. That's going to be our Arketo. This is going to be maybe lava. I don't know. Figure it out. We'll figure it out. Hopefully it's not like immediate hardcore enemy pressure. Which way do they go?
各自配置に
どうして
Just gonna make a
みん
judgment.
な仲良くできないのかな。
ここを死守します。悪くない位置取りだね。貫く。
これが戦場というものね。獲物を見つけました。現には3つの選択が。
みんな私に続け。
現には3つの選択が。敵には3種の苦難があります。
私の目をごまかせると思うな。抗ってみなよ。そうだ。
ここにいたのね。
準備完了。警戒態勢を維持します。
福音が指先に集まる。
かしこまりました。ほら頑張れ。もうちょっとで僕に勝てるかもしれないよ。
ここだ。
I think we're okay. Keep an eye on things, but I think we're okay.
現には3つの選択が。敵には3種の苦難
If
が。
we had a module on Liskarm, she would be revealing invisible units. I really like that upgrade to that
ほら
archetype.
頑張れ。もうちょっとで
That was a
僕に
really
勝てるかもしれ
rare
ないよ。
attribute back in the day, and now it's still rare, but at least there's an archetype associated with it.
予定通り完遂しました。
Ooh, manganese is valuable. A boss. Oh, this isn't too bad. We just need to make sure we have Shaw. I think we're okay. I think we're okay.
ムースは地味だから偵察に向いてると思いますよ。
各自配置につけ。承知しております。
Hopefully that's not a mistake.
奴らの
Can I
魂
kill
が
them
見える
fast enough?
すぐ私に刈り取られる運命だけどな。
主の祝福があらんことを。
みんな私に続け。
怖くはない。福音が指先に集まる。
備えは万全です。
弦の振動を感じて。
かしこまりました。の槍に全てをかけて我が信念を貫く。
怯えたりし、弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。見てるよ。福音が指先に集まる。
ほら頑張れ。もうちょっとで僕に勝てるかもしれないよ。
ここにいたのね。
治療の準備を。
弦の振動を感じて。
雷鳴よ轟け。承知しております。
Jesus
弓を引い
Christ.
て狙いを定めて放つ。
That's a problem. That's a major fucking problem.
各自ほら頑張れ。
I need to
もうちょっ
bait
とで僕に勝てるかもしれないよ。
damage down here now
狙って
until I get my healer back.
備えは万全です。
弦には3つの選択。
雷鳴よ轟け。かしこまりました。
は
そうだ。
I think we did it though. That was a bit sloppy. My healer got freaking beat up.
ごめんなさい。戦うのが好きってわけじゃないんですか。
Oh no. The most infamous training stage of all time. 3-3. Wasn't this a stage we needed for something? It was this in 3-4. But I didn't need grindstone. I don't know if I can beat this on one shot.
皆さん警戒してください。各自配置につけ。
Because this is the redeployment training.
これでよし。手加減はしませんよ。
承知しております。準備完了。
Jesus Christ. She is not enough. So I need a caster up here.
申し訳ありません。
This stage is infamous. It's a training stage, and the purpose is to teach you to retreat and redeploy. But the thing is you have such a slim margin to like do this stage. So we need Amia, I think. Like, has to be.
わかりました。
準備完了。
ここです。
How? Oh my freaking god!
ごめんなさい。
Oh my god. The hardest stage in the game. We're at it. This is the end game. They're literally just going to tell us, oh, you're going to have to retreat and redeploy. You think deploying Fang there is a good idea. I I don't even... There's not enough time for that.
皆さん警戒してください。私たちにお任せください。
動かないで。
準備完了。
ここです。
ここを死守します。
私は一歩も引きません。
And then they make it past.
私は
How
大丈夫
the...
です。
Like, what the fuck?
皆さんしっかりしてください。
Why is this stage so hard? They lie. Oh, these little lion bastards. Okay.
今度こそ
We're gonna try...
力を証明してみせます。
各自配置につけ。承知しております。かしこまりました。
目標地点に到着しました。
みんな私に続け。
Fucking fuck!
私は大丈夫です。皆さんしっかりしてください。敵が来ます。皆さん戦闘の準備をしてください。
私たちにお任せください。
ここです。
ここを死守します。貫く。
動かないで。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
What am I missing?
今度こそ自分の力を証明してみせます。
承知しております。各自配置につけ。
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my
私は
god.
大丈夫です。
Oh my god, this stage!
してください。
If I remembered exactly what to do here, I could make it look easy. But again, this is not a good tutorial stage because the lesson is that you have to retreat someone to get back DP. I already know that. And if it were even harder, you would have to manage redeployment time. But the margin of error you have in where you position these guys and like the levels that they give you, it's so right on the cusp that you have like seemingly milliseconds to make the right play. It's just insane.
配置につけ。
Like, who thought that this made any sense at all?
これでよし。絶対許しません。目標地点に到着しました。
みんな私に続け。ここを死守します。
絶対許しません。
Wait, is she gonna leak now? She's gonna fucking leak. She's gonna fucking leak! Oh my god!
私は大丈夫です。皆さん、しっかりしてくだ
This
さい。
fucking stage. This stage. Why? Why did they do this? Why did they make the margins this fucking tight on a squad that you can't control?
このヨーヨ
It is so brutal.
配置につけ。
ー了解しました。
みんな私に続け。承知しております。
ここです。 ダメ。
Holy fuck, dude. What are you supposed to do without looking up the answer to this? Like, let's be real. Let's be real.
作戦準備。
There's two guys that come too fast for Plume to kill, and one guy that kills both of them if you put them in a row. You just don't have the DPS. You have to wait too fucking long. Like, they should give you enough to where you can get at least one other DPS out before they're dead. And, like, the healer doesn't even matter, because you have to place the tank down on one of the sides and then have enough DPS. It's like you just don't have the DP. You don't have the time to do this. It's such a narrow fucking frame that you have to get everything right. And it's a goddamn tutorial. Like, what the fuck? This is literally one of the hardest stages in the goddamn game. Just because you have no control over it and your window of precision has to be so high. And it's not even like a skill thing. Like, if you looked up exactly how to do it, it would be a cakewalk. It's just like, it's not a good lesson. I remember getting very annoyed when I did this. I just saw the level and I figured, oh, I remember this being annoying, but my experience will pay off. No, it doesn't. It doesn't pay off because it's a fucking trash tutorial. This stage is awful. Objectively, in every way. Oh my fucking god. There's no advantage to placing her anywhere closer to them. All that does is give us less time for her skill to go off. Without her skill going off, we're just immediately boned. Alright, I know what I'm going to do. We are going to double
私
up,
たちにお任せください。
but it's just for the
ここを指示し
DP.
ます。
We're going to let her get beat up.
ここです。
何でしょうか。貫く。
ここは安全です。
Please, please keep Fang alive.
私は一歩も引きません。
Please keep Fang alive. For the love of God. If you die...
了解しました。
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god! Are you fucking serious? Even with that, we don't have the DPS here. These guys are too tanky. So Jessica is functionally worthless. We're probably not even going to deploy her. Why did they even give us Jessica then?
まだ倒れるわけにはい 行きません。
God, I'm so angry. So fucking angry. Worst stage in the game.
私たちにお任せください。
I'm literally using like fucking max risk tactics here, where I fucking am hovering over her for the hit to be incoming, so that I can be like semi fucking frame perfect with her not dying. Right? We gotta see it coming in so that she gets the skill off, and I get as much damage on him as possible. Here it comes. Retreat.
貫く。
Right?
よいしょっと。
And now I need Amia.
了解しました。
And Jessica's worthless. Literally, Jessica is just a trap here to bait you into using them. They show you deploying Fang here, even though you can't fucking complete this if you do that. What the hell?
できました。
That is so ridiculous.
力で皆さんを守れましたか？
Oh, here's the farming stages I needed, isn't it? I know the enemy on this guy. We need these farming stages. I don't remember this stage. This has a whole bunch of invisible units on it. Oh my god.
総員、出発前に装備品のチェックを。
That's not what I wanted.
私たちにお任せください。ここを死守します。
獲物を見つけました。弓を引いて狙いを定めて。
貫く。
怖くはないわ。
持ちこたえてください。
福音が指先に集まる。
貫く。準備完了。 ラテラーナの栄光を背負って戦います。
わかりました。弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
何でしょうか。視界良好。
弦の振動を感じて。
雷鳴よ。轟け。
問題ない。落ち着いて。
あなたのお薬です。
私が怖いですか？弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。チャージ。戦っている時は眠らないんだから。
Get dominated. That's right. That's freaking right. Oh my god, that stage is 100 times easier than the freaking tutorial. I remember this stage. This stage is semi-famous. Drones here. I don't remember the pathing though that these things take. Oh, I literally have to do both lanes. Mang.
行ってくる。援護よろしくな。各自配置につけ。作戦準備をお願いします。注射薬の用意は整いました。
主の祝福があらんことを。
貫く。
弦の振動を感じて。弦の振動を感じて。
みんな私に続け。
怖くはないわ。
何でしょうか。悪くない位置取りだね。
弦のし
みんな私に続け。
ここからはスムースな戦いです。スムースだって戦えます。
準備完了。視界良好。
了解しました。ここにいたのね。気を確かに。
Oh, don't die, Arketto, don't die. Fuck.
抗ってみなよ。来いよ。
狙ってー。
Come on, come on, come on.
ドクター、私はここに。
持ちこたえてください。早く。亡霊だってお前を救えないし。
Little sketch. Probably still got through it.
Mission accomplished.
皆さんのご活
That
躍。
was. Oh
本
my
当に
gosh,
妙に
really?
なるものでした。
Really? I'm trying to
素晴らしかったです。
burn sanity, not get more of it. Alright.
おかえり、ドク
They
ター。
really want me to, they really want me to have Amia at, PAX? Oh, hey. Ooh. It's all the freebies, right? Yeah. Why not? We got some skill books. We are going to farm this stage a few times because I apparently need these rocks. But if I can get Lapland's skill up, that is really good. And Amiya has the same requirement. But that'll use up a lot of my books. I'll look at Arketto's skill as well.
みんな
They're definitely the most important
弦の
ones.
振動を感じて。
Fang is becoming a liability so quickly. It is insane. The problem is Fang only gives 6,
貫く。
and her skill starts charging at like a pretty low. Like you really have to wait to get that initial injection. And she herself is not free to deploy.
オラオラ。
So like, even though her skill charges relatively quick, and if you level it up, her DP efficiency is not terrible. Her stats aren't really that good for the DP that you get
治療
out
の
of
準
her.
備を。
And that's just going to become a huge problem. It's already becoming a problem. We're still in the reasonably early game. And DP is, I feel like I'm playing hard stages with DP. When I first played this game, I think my first 5-star was
総員。出発前に
Texas.
装備品のチェックを。
And, you know, I didn't know anything about the characters. I saw the design. I was like, oh, that looks cool. I like this character. Immediately started leveling. Didn't have Myrtle. I had Texas and Vigna. And man, they were bosses. I feel spoiled now. Having to play this game using Fang and Plume, I feel spoiled. Having had Texas
みんな
and
私に続け。
Texas and Vigna. And what else is crazy is that,
私に勝てるとでも。
you know, everyone would have said to re-roll that account back then if I had asked. I mean, I didn't take the game seriously at that point until later, and re-rolling would have been stupid, man. Hoshi was a great starter. Like Arketto, I can make Arketto
治療
work.
の準備を。
Who do I think is better, Hoshi or Arketo as a starter? Probably still Hoshi. And back then, people would have re-rolled either for Silver Ash, who would have been ass, absolutely garbage as a starter. He's strong at E2. He would have been garbage as a starter. And the other one is Exousia. And I remember borrowing her. Everyone was ranting about how strong Exousia was. So I borrowed her from recruitment a few times because people were like, just put her in your squad and you'll beat everything. And of course, when you don't have E2s, you get her with like skill 1. And I was like, what are people talking about? She's nothing special. Literally nothing special. And that's just true too. Like starting out, all of the advice that people gave to players, it's so bad, it's so cringe, and I get they forgot, they completely forgot the new player experience. And I think that, you know, even though I'm replaying this and I'm being reminded of how it was, I never forgot it because I remember thinking how stupid the things people were saying were as a new player. I remember, you know, trying out Exousia from support and being like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, this isn't any better than any of the operators I have right now in my, and I was using at the time Jessica and I don't even know, because I didn't have Cruz. Cruz was a 3-star. I completely overlooked her. Some people said Cruz was way better than Jessica, and I was a fool for building her, but I was like, whatever, I already Elite 1, my Cruz is level 1. I don't want to go back and level her for that. I didn't level Cruz until I needed her for integrated strategies. And I got Ashe pretty early on, too. But I didn't have Ashe in the beginning, so I don't know who else I was using. I was definitely using Jessica and someone else. I'm thinking through like 4 and 5 stars. I didn't have any 5-star snipers. I didn't have Meteor or Meteorite at the time because I remember needing Catapult for the 2nd anniversary or annihilation. Man, who was I using? There's no way in hell was I using Ednakiel? He's garbage. No, I don't have him leveled on my main account. It definitely wasn't Rangers or 12F. I legitimately cannot remember. I would have to go through my account and look up the recruiting order. Maybe I just ran with only one marksman. Maybe I was using Hayes and Gitano. Because I definitely didn't level up Lava. I didn't level up Stewart. I eventually got a Meteorite, but I didn't use her extensively. There was like a window of time that I used her. Oh man. Alright, what do we need? S34 locked? We didn't get S34? Is that after? We didn't get either of those. Is that after that boss? Man. I have some levels. We'll save them for Amia for now. We'll do... Oh, I know what we'll do. We'll burn some sanity getting... Well, I have those already. So, I just need... Oh, man. Can I get to those, though? Oh, this is 3-4. Oh, I get a hull piece. Oh, man. I don't know if we can do this yet, but we'll give it a try. I'm a little concerned that my
矢はつがえてあります
vanguards are starting to
私たちにお
crack
任せく
under
ださい
pressure.
主の祝福があらんことを弦の振動を感じて
ここを死守し貫く
これが戦場というものね福音が指先に集まる
Fucking fuck! Ah!
まずいこちらに開きます
Okay. Knowing deployment order. Not having stages memorized is really hurting
君
me.
らの顔なんて覚えてられない
And
けど
how long she takes to freaking charge is also hurting.
これが戦場というものね
みんな私に続け
I don't know if I can do this yet. This might actually be impossible.
絵文字を書き噴射しますえ
Holy fuck,
みん
dude.
な私
My vanguards are too weak for this.
負傷者がいま
I
す
do not have time to deploy, get healers, get all that
援
stuff
護をお
out.
願いします
I need probably at least a day.
おかえりドクター
Freaking Feng is holding me back so much right now. Now, argument could be made if I get some stats on her at E1. It's plus 2 DP, but if I don't need Plume anymore, what's this take? I don't have that. I got that though. Holy shit, 2 of them? We'll save on that for now because... Was it her? We don't have enough. Fuck it. Fuck it. Lapland's stronger than Amia right now anyways. That'll take a while. We do have a farming stage for it. I don't have these. Alright. I feel like this, I'm gonna
ドクター
regret
からの
this.
任命は私の努力に対する最高ご指導ありがとうございます
Rare. I don't have the stuff for that. Probably could make one. Fang is not going to work if we don't get her skill up to reduce the time. But that's more valuable for annihilation, to be honest. But she costs 10 now. I think what's going to end up happening is we're just going to end up needing stats on her and potentials. And trust bonus. Man. We did not get... We'll save. I don't need her for the Centurion. I need Fang to not die. And I need to get Shaw is like not a good option either for that other lane. But the problem is Fang can't kill the enemies before they stack up on her. And that's why I needed to deploy both Fang and Plume. They're taking too long to kill though. And so then I get forced to deploy the next cheapest thing that I have, which is Shaw. But what I need is Lapland, who has the stats to actually kill stuff. And then I need Fang to not die, which probably has more to do with her stats than Perfumer's. So, for her to be worth those extra 2 DP, I probably need her at least at level 30. And the defense will make her take a bit less damage, which will help. The attack hopefully is high enough for her to not just tickle things. Let me get in max. That's not great. She at least she has defense. Of course she has defense. Of course she has defense. Oh my freaking god. It's so annoying. Ah! Okay. That might give me a Fang. What do I get for a potential redeployment? That's shit. This defense would be useful. At least she'd die less.
This place
I need to
hasn't
burn
been
sanity,
redecorated
and we're
even
at a
once
bit
this whole
of an
time.
impasse
You serious?
because of DP.
Okaeri, Doctor.
I guess what we're gonna do is we're literally gonna skill 7 Fang, which is depressing. I really wanted to avoid having to build her, but it is becoming clear that is not an option.
Products received.
So we needed 3 of these.
Products received.
Now we can do 1 of these.
Products received.
And we're not going to get that for a while. What does that even do? It just makes it charge faster. Screw that. I mean, it saves us 3 seconds, but in Annihilation, that's worthless. And if I need 3 seconds in low-level content, what am I doing with my life? Oh, Fang. Why do people like Fang? Fang is so not good. I just literally have nobody else. Vanilla would be better, but only at like I said, Vanilla is good. Look at this. Look at it. Okay. Now I'm mad. This skill costs 25. Oh, but it has the 10 seconds. So the cycle is a little worse. I was going to say, like, I don't use Fang. I use Vanilla. And everyone else uses Fang. And I do not know why. Vanilla just has more attack. Way more attack. She's just better stats. Her skill does DP and attack bonus. So she can actually kill some stuff. And not just get steamrolled. And they generate the same amount of DP. And like, this is at skill level 1, not 6. So if this drops down a bit, the extra time that this skill takes isn't even that bad. So I would not, I mean, right now I'm using Fang and Plume, right? Because Plume has higher attack than Vanilla even. Better stats all around. But Plume only blocks 1 and generates DP on kill. And I'm having to spend, you know, what is that? 8 plus 7, way more DP, a whole cycle. And like, why do people build Fang for for integrated strategies. Like, Vanilla's just better than Fang for integrated strategies. I'm calling it. Fang is a scam. That being said, I am still a struggling. But we do need levels on Shaw. I don't want to. It's like not enough. We get at max decent attack, mediocre defense, and hit points. Not a big attack bonus. I mean, Shaw, if we put levels on Shaw, she'd probably be good enough to just hold that off until we can get, because what we really want on that stage, this is kind of bullshit, because I just want to spend my freaking sanity. We're going to have like a Lapland and a Liskarm side by side, and a healer here covering this space. We really want our ranged ops here facing inward, and maybe like Amiya here or something, you know, it doesn't really matter. Or here, maybe if we have a caster covering that, it doesn't matter. Some arts DPS facing inward to kill this guy. But just like a decent amount of enemy spam come through these channels. It's mostly weaklings, it's just numbers. But the amount of time that we have to get set up with more powerful units here is pretty short. And like, Plume can't hold this lane. She just can't, fundamentally. And that's causing problems. And Fang can't live long enough for me to get a deployment here, a healer out, and a DPS going. We're literally just running out of time. And I want to burn. I think the smart thing to do would just be to farm XP and LMD at this phase, but that always feels like such a waste. But maybe it isn't, because those materials, that's mainly what we need right now. Shaw leveled up, Fang leveled up. And to unlock these farming stages. Skill books. Oh, that's something. Hold on. I think we'll be okay. I'm not really sure. I only remember like the top version of this stage, not the basic one. But we can do these for now. Yeah, Yeah, I was
は
being
い
overly cautious
私が
there.
参戦したからには当然の結果です
I don't really need these yet, but I am getting the random from the stage and clearing, doing first time clears, so why not? Same exact strat for the most part.
行ってくる。援護よろしくな。
承知しております。
怖くはないわ主の祝福があらんこ
みんな私に続け。
弦の振動を感じて
警戒態勢を維持します。
どんな戦いになるかしらね了解しました
かしこまりました。
弦の振動を感じて
敵部隊捕捉。作戦準備。
戦っている時は眠
持ちこたえてください。
弦の振動を感じて弦の振動を感じて
Get wrecked.
よかったわねドクター君
This is the layout I'm used to.
みんなくれぐれも安全にね
ここを死守し。敵部隊捕捉。作戦準備。
獲物を見つけ
貫く。
弦の振動を感じて
悪くない位置取りだね。
弦には
貫く。
わかりました
かしこまりました。私の目をごまかせると思うな。
弦の振動を感じて
みんな私に続け。視界良好。持ちこたえてください。
弦の振動を感じて弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ
抗ってみんな。
ついて狙って狙ってよかったわねドクター君
Yep, that's not gonna happen yet. This we can do for sure.
諸君、君らの顔なんて覚えてられないけど、まあ行こうか。
獲物を見つけました
貫く。
福音が指先に集まる
貫く。
狙って
悪くない位置取りだね。
なんでしょう、ラテラーナの栄光を背負って戦います。
狙っ
貫く。警戒態勢を維持します。
怯えたりしませんから。
That's probably game set match.
君にできるかな。
Can be extra sure.
わかりました。
治療の準備を。
福音が指先に集まる。弦の振動を感じて。はい、皆さんが私のことを信じてくれてますから。
君にできるかな。
福音が指先に集まる。問題ない使用確かに。
クリア。
絶対後悔しますからね。
君にできるかな。
Mission accomplished.
僕お手製のミルフィーユ。味はどうだい。
We can't do that yet.
Oh, おかえり、ドクター。
We didn't get anything there. Okay. Base,
This
base,
place
base,
hasn't been
base. We
redecorated
got
even once this whole time. You see, ここが紹介の
building
居宅ですね。
materials. I still need one more.
Products received.
Man, it goes so slow. Oh my god. It's crazy how used to my main account I am. I have forgotten how slow level 1 dorms without furniture go. I need to burn the last of my sanity. Were there any other stages in here that I needed? Oh, we needed to get an actually good clear on that. Actually good clear.
「行ってくる。援護よろしくな。」
獲物を見つけました。敵を発見。
持ちこたえてください。
福音が指先に集まる。聞いてるよ。これが戦場というもの。弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。了解しました。福音が指先に集まる。
了解です。
ここだよ。はい、この声は泣いている。
了解。
弦に振動を感じて狙って
用意断絶せよ。
福音が指先に集まる
Mission accomplished.
悪くないと思う
Little
よ
sketch there. 3 of those skill books. Nice. We got our 3-star clear. We will go for this, but not yet. We need a proper E1.
おかえりドクター
And we don't have that much of a full squad of ranged operators either. So, we really need our strong range units to be able to carry. So I need a pretty strong Arquetto, a pretty strong Cruise, and Emiya to be E1. I could do Emiya and Lava maybe. And that's probably enough. I might even need like a Jessica. Well, Shirayuki is kind of a mandatory E1 for the base. But my base is so weak right now, I don't need to raise ops just for that. The Eternal Grind. I can also make those skill books. You can just get them from missions. In a pinch. I need... Who are we grinding for? Amiya? I can't get those yet. Guaranteed. What about... Are we gonna pray to RNG here? Well, I wonder if this is gonna screw us over.
くれぐれも安全にね
ここを死守します。
君たちが敵？
So she has more stats
手加減
now.
なしで頼むよ。僕に退屈させないで。
Kill.
これがその
Kill.
福音が指先に集まる
悪くない位置取りだね。
Plume might have been able to win that.
この程度のスピードで私に勝てるとでも。
So I'm gonna try and take over and save her from dying at some point,
ナ
but
イスの戦いで弦の振動を感じて戦っている時は眠らないんだから
警戒態勢を維持します。
we'll let this play out a little further.
ほら頑張れ。もうちょっとで僕に勝てるかもしれないよ。
消火器噴射します
Oh no, maybe she'll just survive.
治療の準備を。
ええ気を確かに弓を引いて狙いを定めて
はい、一発で仕留めます。
Live! Live!
ここにいたのね
ほら頑張れ。もうちょっとで僕に勝てるかもしれないよ。
何でしょうか。
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ
何でしょうか。
各自一発で仕留めます。
ええこういう香りは好き
That was a cleaner,
身の程を知らない高波が堅固な岩礁にぶつかって弾けたようですね。
not what I wanted, but I'll take it. And we have just enough. This is how we will end on a run of fate, burning our last bit of sanity on a 1-7. Because when in doubt, 1-7 your way out.
リラックスしてていいからね
Oh man. What a brutal
獲
day.
物を見つけました。
But you know what? We got annihilation. We basically beat the game when we did the tutorial 15. I mean, that was the end game right there. We pretty much beat Arknights. And most of our squad is E1. I have to farm for Amiya.
この程度の
But I don't want to farm lower level stages. We want to get past that boss who Fang has hard checked us with. But a day's worth of factory production at the base and daily mission rewards might get Fang up to a respectable level.
ゲンには3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。
And maybe Shaw. I might have to split between the two.
皆さんのご活躍、本当に目を見張るものでした。素晴らしかったですよ。
But here we
お
are.
かえり、ドクター。
And that will conclude it for the day. Account level 15, Chapter 3, Annihilation done. Oh snap.
This place hasn't been redecorated
One last thing.
this whole time.
I didn't get it. I need to beat that boss for that. Alright, yeah.
おかえり、ドクター。
Back to where I was. So, Annihilation done. Mostly E1 squad. In Chapter 3 now. 2 floors of the base. We upgraded the workshop. Once we get that hull piece, I don't know if we get the 3rd floor or not. But if we get that 3rd frickin' floor of the base, that will tremendously expand production. We'll get another dorm. We will get 2 factories and a trading post. And that will pretty much double our LMD output and XP output. It'll be insane. That'll be really, really insane. And we get another dorm. And we really need 2 new dorms is what we really need, because we are generating loss of morale faster than we're getting it back right now. I mean, not really. That's not technically true. But only logging into this account once per day, that's the end result. And these videos, somehow I always think I'm going to run out of stamina so quick, and then it goes like an hour and a half longer than I think it will, or it's crazy. Oh God. What have I done by committing to this? What have I done?
やあドクター。
How am I going to chop this into usable pieces for a short enough guide for new players? Anyways, I'm going to end it here. I don't know who is going to ever watch these things through. Probably nobody. I don't care. I'm still doing it.